We have a DM from caretaker Cara, fake name. What'd she say, Allison?
She says, last year, at the request of my mom and uncle, I moved in with my grandmother after she was taken advantage of by a caregiver. It was supposed to be a temporary situation, but has turned into a full-time gig while I'm also working a job full-time. My mom moved out of town for work. Other relatives won't respond to my pleas for help. And now I feel like the responsibility landed on me without anyone really asking. I love my grandmother, but I'm 24 and should be having the time of my life. But instead, my entire life is wrapped up in caring for her. It's starting to take a toll on my mental health, and I feel trapped and resentful. I don't want to abandon her, but this shouldn't be my responsibility. Is it wrong to step back when caring for her is burning me out, or do I owe it to my family to keep putting my own life on hold?
Here's, I got a couple things that I'm going to say about this, and I'm a grandparent's boy. I will admit that. My mom's parents, I'm their oldest grandchild. If I lived very close to them, it was the hardest decision of my entire life to move away from Ohio so I could start a morning show with you, Allison, but that's what I ultimately did. So here's what I will say. First of all, it kind of drives me nuts whenever people in their mid-20s say things like, I should be having the time of my life right now. I don't think that the mid-20s are the time for, quote-unquote, the time of your life. I think that's for retirement. So forget that. It should not be the time of your life right now. Second, free rent. Save up. Save the money that you would be spending on rent or a mortgage so you can have the time of your life and maybe retire a little bit early. Who knows what you're going to do? Third thing, when your grandma's gone, you are going to be grateful for the time that you've been able to spend, even though right now it feels like you're burned out. So think about that. Are you going to regret leaving Granny high and dry whenever Granny passes away? Come
boy.
on.
Oh, boy.
601-995-1017.
So I am not a grandparent girl, unlike you. So I am totally open for anyone to disagree with this take altogether. But I can understand, yeah, like we romanticize 20s as a society, and it set me up for failure as far as like, oh, it's going to be so wonderful, when really it's hard. You're figuring a lot out. So I feel bad that she has all this extra work. It is hard enough for people who are in their 40s and 50s who have aging parents to have full-time jobs and be full-time caregivers. That's a lot for somebody with a fully developed brain. It's got to be even harder for Cara. And what I'm worried about is that if she's already feeling trapped and resentful, if she doesn't find a way to take a break, if she doesn't find a way to let other family members come in and help her, whether it's her saying, I got to take a step back, you guys have to come in and help me, I cannot do this. I'm worried she's going to have regrets when grandmother does pass because of those feelings of resentfulness. Those aren't the memories that you want to have when grandmother is gone.
Maybe you've been in a spot like this. You're burned out from having to take care of an aging parent or grandparent. Here's what's going on with our DMer this morning, caretaker Cara. She was basically voluntold to be Granny's primary caregiver, and she's feeling burnt out, not getting help from the family, and wants to know, would she be like the worst person ever if she just said, you know what, this is too much for me. I'm 24 years old. I should be having the time of my life.
Right.
601-995-1017. Adrian, my guilty pleasure, says, y'all quit killing that lady off. She might outlive Cara.
Oh, no.
If she's anything like my grandma, she's too low down to die, and she loves sticking around to keep torturing everybody.
Oh, boy.
That's hilarious,
oh,
Adrian.
Boy. Lauren bringing in a different perspective. She says, okay, but who do you think Granny is going to leave everything to in her will if you're the one taking care of her?
It's a good point, too.
Although,
I mean, that's
I'm not sure that's the right motivation.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it is an interesting point.
Yeah. This text from Vaughn says, I'll say this. Some young people tend to forget at some point in their lives, someone had to take care of them. So why not take some responsibility and return the favor? Not to mention, at some point in Cara's life, she is going to need to be taken care of again.
Okay, but that seems a little, if we're going to use that logic, it seems really unfair that mom and uncle get to say, oh, well, oopsies, when it was grandma who took care of them, now they're not taking care of grandma, they just get to skip over it. I don't know that seems very fair.
Thomas, what's your advice, bud?
You know what gets me about what what's going on there is like, why is she having to take care of her grandparent? Where are the kids? Where's the son and daughter, the people that should be taking care of the mama?
Well, she did say that her mom had to move away for work. So, and I don't know if there are other aunts or uncles or other family members that could step up a little bit.
You figured they'd be somebody a little bit closer to the situation. And her mom had to move away for work, but, why is the granddaughter having to make the sacrifice?
Right.
I mean, we can find other jobs. Heck, set up right, you can get paid to be a caregiver, depending on what state you're in,
Yeah. I don't know, but part of me says at 24, no husband, no kids or anything, she might be the most able to take care of the grandmother.
That is so unfair to put that on her, though, because how is she supposed to go out and find a husband if she is the primary caregiver and working full time?
Granny's not going to last forever. Yeah. I don't know, man. Hey, Thomas, thanks for the call. We appreciate you.
No problem. Y'all have a wonderful day.
You too. Why would have won? Hello, who's this?
Adam. It's Adam.
Adam. What's happening? What's your advice?
Man, look, so we're actually going through the same thing right now with my wife's mother. She's had a pretty bad medical incident, and so my wife's had to go up to the hospital and take care of her. Plus, now since she's been at home, my wife's been going over there every day, and it just seems as if none of the other family really wants to, buck up and say, hey, let's take the load off of you for a little bit. So I finally, because I love my wife and I'm just this kind of person, I finally just told her brother last weekend, you got mama duty, and if you don't, I'm going to take it out of your rear end.
And what did your brother-in-law say to that?
He was there first thing Saturday morning.
There you go.
Because he knows I'm back crap crazy enough.
Thanks for the call, Adam. Appreciate you.
Adam and Allison in the morning.